So do. Fine. So that our politicians got to put pressure on them. Because most of them are milquetoast. They just bend with whatever way the wind is blowing. That's very sad to say, but that's often the case. And you all can correct me if I'm wrong. If you know somebody who was standing up like Harold Washington, standing up like Adam Clayton Powell, Shirley Chisholm, or Paul Wellstone, let me know. There are a few politicians who are, not too many. Not at all. And that's a sad state on the role of big money in politics. The legalized bribery, the normalized corruption that often operates in both parties. That's the beginning of an answer to your wonderful question.
Sister Yuri, please.
Hi, dear sister. How you doing today?
Hi, Dr. West. Thank you so much for being here. And so I work in an organization that we work on, a multi-issue organization, and multi-faith, multi-ethnic. And oftentimes when we work on different issues, they get siloed based on race, based on ethnicity. So I'm Mexican, born there, raised here. And I have a deep love for my community, for specifically Latino community on immigration issues. And in my work with my other brothers, my black brothers and sisters here in this struggle and learning about movement building and organizing, I've developed a deep, deep love and see the deep connection between both of our struggles. So my question is, how do you see powerful Black and Latino unity happening in this time in order to build stronger social justice?
I was just blessed to be in Chicago a few months ago. We were with Brother Chewy Garcia trying to push out a neoliberal brother named Rahm Emanuel who closed down 51 public schools in black communities. He still won with black church leadership. Most of the preachers just paid off, just line up, just give money. The way Henry Ford used to just line up black preachers and pay them off so they wouldn't support the union. Is that right, Brother George? Thank God for Hartford Memorial Church. Refused to do it. Reverend Charles Andrew. But what happened in Chicago was you got some black folk behind a highly visionary Latino leader, Brother Chewy. And we scared folk because he was not supposed to come that close in the primary and in the general elections. So you got the workings of a black-brown coming together. That was in the election political system. Now we got to keep in mind that when it comes to massive demonstrations, it was very much our Latino brothers and sisters over 4, 5, 6 years ago who put 1 million people in the streets. We had many of us demonstrating in front of the White House at a time when people didn't want to touch the president because while he was deporting hundreds of thousands of people, they call him deporter in chief. You know what? Absolutely. We put pressure on him in that regard. But you need more. The challenging part, though, is that, again, we live in America, so you got so many brown brothers and sisters who look at black brothers and sisters through white supremacist lens. And you got many black brothers and sisters looking at brown brothers and sisters through white supremacist lens. So again, you don't have to have white brothers and sisters around for white supremacy to operate. So all the stereotypes about black people, too many brown people accept. All the stereotypes about brown people, too many black people accept. Now you would think for Christians that ought to free you up from idols, stereotypes, labels, anything that gets in the way of the humanity of other people would be leading the charge. But too often, of course, the church itself was founded on Peter. What did Peter do 3 times? He didn't come through. He denied him 3 times. That's the foundation of the church. One of the great miracles of Christianity is how the caravan of love that's rooted in the blood of that Palestinian Jew named Jesus on that cross on Calvary gets through the churches in such a way that it still changes lives and transforms souls. Because my God, it's going to be hard to account for given the fallenness of the churches that we all inhabit and the fallenness of the human beings who inhabit those churches. You all see the point I'm making?
Yep.
But I think the black brown coming together is increasing, especially among the younger generation. Especially among the younger generation.
Dr. West, in the spirit of